Hi everyone, it's Amanda, Teen Services Librarian here at Herrick District Library, back again with another Okayish art with Amanda. What's Okayish art with Amanda? Well, it's where I scour the internet for art projects, attempt to do them, emphasis on the word attempt, and then at the end, I grade them on a scale of 1 to 5 Amandas. 1 Amanda means that do not attempt this at home, at least if you're me, because you can't complete this project. And 5 Amandas means that if I can do it, so can you. Today's art project comes from the clearance section online, where I found this gem, Yarnicorns. And it says right here that it's for ages 8+. So I should be able to do this, right? 72 pieces! Let's get started. How do you open the box? So here's what's inside our box. All 72 pieces. There better not be 72 pieces. I'm gonna cry. Colorful yarn. Okay. There's some white yarn, which that makes, why is there 72 pieces? That's a lot of horse pieces. And instructions. This is good. All right. Let's get started. Okay, first up, the instructions in the box said I needed a few things: scissors, a ruler, a pencil or a pen, and some tape. Optional, but I grabbed it just in case. And now for assembly. First, putting all of these little sticky backings onto each of the pieces. These were really difficult to take apart, as you can see here. Once I did that, then the stacking will commence. Really looking forward to that part. Yep, still struggling. This is where everything goes downhill. So I start to stack. By the way, if you're using this video for instructional, please do not follow from henceforth. I am stacking these completely incorrectly, which you will see in just a few moments. Cannot read instructions. It doesn't end well. Nope, not at all. Look at me go, thinking I'm doing a great job. And in reality, I'm not. I'm just not. Here I continue, oblivious to the large mistake that I have already made, and I am cutting yarn for the hooves, so this yarn will wrap around them, much like leg warmers, because that's what it turns out to look like. Yup. Now that the yarn is cut, you're supposed to tie a double knot to the hoof, and then wrap. And as you can see, I can start to tell that something definitely isn't right. So I double knot, and I undo it, and I redo it, and I look at it, and I start to wrap it like, this is, no, something is wrong here. Why are the legs so far apart? Why do I continue to wrap them when they are so far apart? What? No, this is not, Yeah, there's an inch long. I'm good there. Nope. Something is definitely not right. This is where my audio messes up, but I am imploring my coworker Chris to please help me, because as you can see, the legs on my unicorn are not matching, and I can't figure out why. Please, Chris, please help me. Because if you look at the...
Oh yeah,
see
that
how
is
you
on the
see
outside, yeah.
That is on the outside.
Okay.
And that one's on the outside.
Yeah, it looks right.
What am I doing wrong?
I don't know, it totally looks right.
I don't...
Why do you think it's wrong? just because it's so wide.
So see these here have to go with these like something.
Oh, did we flip one around the wrong way?
Well, that's what I'm wondering.
So, okay.
Yeah, but 4 legs together. See on this?
Yeah.
They're all together.
Oh, maybe the legs all stack up on one side. I don't know if I'm right.
Well, you can't be any more wrong than I am.
All right. We'll see once. Hang on. Where's the rest of this guy?
It's supposed to be the same exact thing, so it's supposed to be like...
So the legs that go apart are together on the other side. We may have to MacGyver this.
Because it's like, as soon as you add this one, it messes the whole thing up. No. Yeah, no. Yes, no.
Ooh, I'm going with yes. Looks more yesy.
Okay.
That looks
That's
wider.
That's right.
Okay.
Because now all the legs are together.
It doesn't look quite as wide either for some reason.
And now he can stand.
Okay, hurry!
Jiminy Christmas. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now that the unicorn is properly together, don't ask me how I did it. I'm not quite sure. I can start wrapping the hooves in the yarn pieces as seen here. We'll do all 4 and then move on to the next part. Okay, now that I've got all 4 hooves done, it's time to wrap all of the legs with the white yarn. Big shout out and thanks to Chris for once again helping me, being my sidekick on this project. For without her, I don't think I would have succeeded as well as I did. So let's take a minute to watch me wrap this thing up. Alrighty then. The next part is the wrapping of the body. And they tell you to put 2 pieces of white yarn together to wrap, but I realized that not halfway, at the start of wrapping this, I was like, wait. Didn't tie it right. I gotta tie with the one end close to the edge, and then I can wrap the whole thing around like so. There we go. I also ran out of yarn and had to add some onto the end and then continue wrapping. Yep. Okay, now that I'm done wrapping, I had to take more of those sticky adhesive things that are really hard to get apart, add them to the horse, and then start to wrap around the body as well. And that's where I left it for the night. After 2 hours of working, I came back the next day and started on its head. First, I added more of those sticky things to the top of his head and around his mouth, and then started to wrap the yarn around as well, as you can see here. I had some trouble with the mouth, but it'll be fine. It'll be totally fine. And well, hey, would you look at that? I've got a fully wrapped unicorn. I think it's a unicorn. I'm not sure. Well, anywho. So here we are cutting for the mane and the tail. Well, at this point, it's just the tail. And then we have to insert all of these yarn pieces into the back end of the horse. You're supposed to only do like 3 pieces and then double knot it, and then do 3 pieces and double knot it, but I didn't do that. I did them all and double knotted it. Yep, sure did. And then after doing that, you're supposed to kind of pull apart the yarn pieces to make it look kind of fringy. That was really difficult, and I found the pencil to be incredibly helpful on this point to undoing that and kind of giving the fringe look, so to speak. And then we did the same for the mane, as you can see, and then we inserted. Also, this was hard to get, like you need like tiny nimble little fingers. Where's my 8-year-old helper to get in there
with all those yarn pieces. Again, I found the pencil to be incredibly helpful and used that to insert my yarn and then once again do the fringe. Oh yes, at this point I also somehow unknotted my yarn that wrapped around the unicorn and put it, had to tie it back. There it is. Oh, this is the ears. So we take the little piece of white felt that it came with, trace the ears on, cut the ears out. Cut. There we go. Those look pretty much like ears. And then use some more of those darn sticky adhesive things. Oh my gosh, they were such a pain. Oh yeah, also here I started my mane way up too high and didn't have room for an ear. So we did that. Placed an ear on top. And ta-da! There it is, my unicorn. Now for the horn. So we have a little, what is it called, pipe cleaner or Chanel stick, and you're supposed to wrap it. This was difficult, mostly because it had a piece of wire sticking out from the top that I kept stabbing myself with. And that it kept falling off of the pencil. But yeah, other than that, it was pretty easy to do. You're supposed to leave a little bit off so you can stick it into the top of the head, and there it is! Ta-da! And now glitter. Apologize to my coworkers who have been finding glitter for the past week in our recording area. Sorry.
I did it. As you can plainly see, I am not in the same clothing as I was in the beginning of this video, and that is because this project took me 2 days. That's right, 2 days to complete. But I did it. I finished. And here it is, the magical, sparkly unicorn. Can't believe I did it. So, I'm gonna have to give this project 1 out of 5 Amandas. Not only did I have to ask for help, but I don't know what this is. Is it a unicorn? His mouth keeps falling off. Is it a mummified horse? I'm not sure. But you know what? I had a good time and a good laugh making it. So, bonus. I'm doing a giveaway. If you like and comment on this video, I will choose someone to have the miniature unicorn to make for themselves at home. Yes, you too can make art with Amanda. Thanks for watching, everybody. And don't forget to comment and like so you too can win. Bye. Oh. Don't worry, I'll fix it later.